Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen of the committee. I know it's turned out to be quite a long night, so I'm going to keep my comments very brief. The good news is that my comments do represent thousands of my constituents, so in a few minutes I can get the opinions of thousands of people over to you guys. I'm only going to speak on two of the bills tonight. They're the only two that really stuck out with me that I've actually had time to thoroughly review. One is 5155, the limit to 10 rounds. I've yet to see any convincing data from any other municipalities or states that have passed laws reducing the amount of what is a stock capacity limit on a firearm that it actually reduces gun violence. So for me, I hold an engineering degree. If I ever went to my boss and said, hey, I'd like to do something, he would require me to show him some convincing evidence. So we have other states that have passed these laws. So if we someday we find some evidence that it does help, then perhaps we should revisit this. In my opinion, at this time, we should not. As an example, you could buy a Glock 40 caliber from the manufacturer, no modifications, and as we've heard earlier, one of their particular models, 40 caliber, holds 15 rounds. So automatically, by passing this law, those people who lawfully bought an unmodified firearm would now become criminals. That just doesn't make sense to me and the majority of my constituents. The other bill I want to testify on tonight is 5345, the no CCW in schools. I have 3 young children. They spend a lot of time in the schools, both in school, after school programs, and I take great comfort knowing that the small percentage of Rhode Islanders that have taken the care and the time to get their CCWs, that some of them are in those crowds and in those schools. So should, God forbid, something ever happen, there is a chance that these people who are 0.3% of Rhode Islanders, if that, I take great care that those people, law-abiding citizens, can potentially save the lives of one or all of my 3 children. That's all I have to say tonight. Any questions?
Any questions for Councilman Bailey? Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.